Hello, future people. This is Great Uncle John, and this is my fourth installment of my weekly video log, Great Uncle John's weekly video log. It is January the 28th, Sunday, January the 28th, 2018. We're almost through the month. We have 4 weeks under our belts, and we're still here. The weather, major story. I think it's going to be the major story from now on. It was cold at the beginning of the week, freezing cold, and towards the end of the week, it was mild. And like today, I just came back from an absolutely beautiful walk with my dog. +5, +6 degrees. All the snow is melting. So I don't know. You tell me, is that the normal cycle? Is that the way it's always been? We'll see. I guess next winter I'll look back and at this end of January report and see if that's just natural cycles, as many people argue, or if there's something seriously wrong with our environment, as if it's come down with a fever. In news, I guess the Me Too movement, the campaign to put an end to the sexual harassment of women, especially in the workplace, has claimed some more, to call them victims, I guess perps. And many of these people were from the political world. And, some people say that people can make baseless accusations and ruin someone's career, and that they're not getting due process. Well, of course, a lot of these people in politics and entertainment, they make their living from public perception. So if you live by that, you're going to die by that. So when multiple people come forward with allegations of misconduct, it's hard for them to dismiss it as, one aggrieved person, one kook stepping forward. So with that new reality in mind, this week saw Nova Scotia PC party leader Jamie Bailey step down after a workplace harassment allegation, something to do with a Christmas party. And Ontario PC leader Patrick Brown resigned after a number of allegations of inappropriate behavior towards female staffers, some very young. In federal politics this week, Liberal Cabinet Minister Kent Herer stepped down. There's a number of women that stepped forward with allegations of harassment or inappropriate behavior. And women have spoken out to say that they were warned about its behavior. So that's something we see more often, or we're hearing about more often, is sort of an admission by an organization that, yes, they knew about some of these allegations, and perhaps they didn't take steps before now. And in this case, some death threats have been made against one of the accusers. So that sort of shows the ugly nature of the environment we're living in right now. In the United States, Stephen Wynn, who's the Republican National Committee financial chair and a friend of Donald Trump, and of course the casino guy from Vegas, Wynn Casinos, billionaire, he had to step down from his RNC role. And Hillary Clinton is responding to claims that there's a staffer, Bern Strider, one of her advisors, was harassing women. Donald Trump continues to be the entertaining guy that he is, reeling about through his presidency into its second year. He this week said that he was willing to meet with Robert Mueller under oath, and then his lawyer said no, he won't be meeting them under oath. We're still discussing it. But I guess the point is Mueller is starting to circle in towards Trump. He's spoken to people in Trump's orbit like Jeff Sessions and Steve Bannon, I believe. Steve Bannon was supposed to be speaking with him. So if he wants to speak with Trump, and apparently, from what I understand from cable news, it doesn't matter if he's under oath or not. When you speak with the FBI, you're expected to tell the truth, and lying to them is a crime, no matter what. And I think that's what they got Flynn and so forth on. Flynn and what's the other guy? Manafort. So Trump will be speaking with the FBI and Robert Mueller, I guess at his own peril, because he's such a kook that who knows what'll come out of him. And I bought the book Fire and Fury, and I'm just starting it. Plopped down my $40 and made Buddy a little bit richer. It's so far it's entertaining. I mean, if you're interested in the topic, or if you're a junkie on the top of the Trump presidency like I am, it provides a lot of sort of gossipy backroom information. Most of it seems credible to me. The book itself, it's a good read. I wouldn't say it's well written. It has the feeling of being rushed to print. I think they rushed this out. I think could have used with some more copy editing, and rewriting. But anyway, it is what it is, and I am quite enjoying it. And I'm looking forward to David Frum's new book, President Trump, and sort of the damage he's done to democracy in the Republican Party. David Frum, of course, being the former speechwriter, I believe, to George W. Bush. So his insights will be interesting as soon as I can make my way through Fire and Fury. In other news, tomorrow, the 29th, is the 1-year anniversary of the mosque shooting in Quebec City. The Quebec City mosque shooting was a mass shooting that occurred on the evening of January 29th, 2017 at the Islamic Cultural Center of Quebec City, a mosque in the Sainte-Foy neighborhood of Quebec City, Canada. 6 worshippers were killed and 19 others injured when a lone gunman opened fire just before 8 p.m. shortly after the end of evening prayers. 53 people were reported present at the time of the shooting. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and Premier Philippe Couillard called the shooting a terrorist attack, but Bissonnette was charged with 6 counts of first-degree murder. Ideological online stuff. He supported Marie Le Pen and Donald Trump and white nationalists and anti-Muslims, and made he was active online, apparently making Facebook posts. At some point he decided that he was going to shoot the place up. So I think he's an example of someone with mental health issues that gets ramped up by political rhetoric. But finally, I guess I said I was going to follow the marijuana stock news, and the big news was CanAmed and Aurora decided to come to terms. It looked kind of dicey, and there's talk of lawsuits, but Aurora has now acquired CanAmed, so they've become a giant in the Canadian pod industry. The tragically hip stock that I like to follow, New Strike Resources, had been, CanAmed was going to take over New Strike, so I guess that fell through and they were given some cash, but we'll continue to watch the cannabis sector grow and change and balloon and pop over the next number of months. So anyway, that's it. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.